Hi friends, welcome to our channel. In this video we will learn about Python interview questions and answers. If you are new in our channel, so please press the subscribe button and don't forget to hit the bell icon for getting a new videos. So let's start. Question first, what is the difference between a list and a tuple? List. A list consists of immutable objects which can be changed after creation. Tuple. A tuple consists of immutable objects which can be changed after creation. List has a large memory, tuple has a small memory. List is stored in a two block of memory. One is fixed size and the other is variable size for storing data. Tuple is stored in a single block of memory. Creating a list is slower because two memory blocks need to be accessed. Creating a tuple is faster than creating a list. An element in a list can be removed or replaced. An element in a tuple can't be removed or replaced. A list has a data stored in square brackets. For example, square bracket inside 1, 2, 3. A tuple has data stored in round brackets. For example, round bracket inside 1, 2, 3. Question number 2. What is the difference between an array and a list? Python lists are very flexible and can hold arbitrary object. Python arrays are just a thing wrapper on a C array. Lists are a part of Python syntax, so they do not need to be declared first. Arrays needs to first be imported or declared from other libraries just like a NumPy. List can also be resized quickly in a time efficient manner. This is because Python initializes some extra element in the list at initialization. Arrays can't be resized. Instead, an array's value would need to be copied to another larger array. List can hold heterogeneous data. Arrays can only store homogeneous data. They have values with uniform data types. Mathematical functions can be directly applied to lists. Instead, they have to be individually applied to each element. Arrays are especially optimized for arithmetic computation. Lists consume more memory as they are allocated a few extra elements to allow for quicker appending of items. Since arrays stay the size that they were when they were first initialized, they are compact. Question number 3. Explain the difference between Python 2 and Python 3. Python 2. String encoding. Python 2 stores them as a ASCII. ASCII. Unicode is a superset of ASCII ASCII and hence can encode more characters including foreign ones. String encoding. Python 3 stores string a Unicode by default. Division. Python 2 division apply for floor function to the decimal output and the return an integer. So dividing 5 by 2 would return floor 2.5 but equal to 2. Division. Division in Python 2 returns the expected output even if it is in decimal. Printing. Python 2 does not require parentheses. Printing. The Python for the printing statement is different in Python 2 and Python 3. Python 3 requires parentheses around what is to be printed. Libraries. Many older libraries were built specifically for Python 2 and are not forward compatible. Libraries. Some newer libraries are built specifically for Python 3 and do not work with Python 2. Question number 4. How would you convert a list to an array? First of all, you have to import numpy as np. Then you have to create a variable for list. My underscore list equal to 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. My underscore array equal to num dot array my underscore list. First command printing my array, print my array. Second command printing the type of my array. Print type function passing the my arrays. Question number 5. How is memory managed in Python? First point, memory management in Python is managed by Python private heap space. All Python objects and data structure are located in a private heap. The programmer does not have access to this private heap. The Python interpreter takes care of this instead. Second point, The allocation of heap space for Python objects is done by Python Memory Manager. The Core API gives access to some tools for programmer to code. Python also has an inbuilt garbage collector which recycle all the unused memory and so that it can be made available to the heap space. Question number 6. How do you achieve multi-threading in Python? Python has a multi-threading package, but if you want to multi-thread to speed your code up, then it's usually not a good idea to use it. Python has a construct called the Global Interpreted Locked (GIL). The GIL makes sure that only one of your threads can execute at any one time. The thread acquires the GIL, does a little work, then passes the GIL on the next thread. This happens very quickly, so to the human's eyes, it may seem like your thread is executing in parallel, but they are really just taking turns using the same CPU core. All this GIL passing adds overhead to execution. This means that if you want to make your code run faster than using the threading package, often is not a good idea. Question number 7. What is pickling and unpickling? Pickle module accepts any Python object and converts it into a string representation and dumps it into a file by using dump function. This process is called pickling. While the process of retrieving original Python object from the stored string representation is called unpickling. Question number 8. Explain the difference between range and xrange. For the most part, xrange and range are the exact same in the terms of functionality. They both provide a way to generate a list of integers for you to use. The only difference is that range returns a Python list object and xrange returns an xrange object. This means the xrange does not actually generate a static list at runtime like range does. It creates the value as you need them with a special technique called yielding. This technique is used with a type of object known as a generators. Question number 9. What are Python decorators? A decorator is a design pattern in a Python that allow a user to add new functionality to an existing object without modifying its structures. Decorators are usually called before the defining of a function you want to decode. Question number 10. What are global and local variable in Python? Global variables. Variables declared outside a function or in a global space are called global variables. These variables can be accessed by any function in the program. Local variables. Any variable declared inside a function is known as a local variable. This variable is present in the local space and not in the global space. If you like this video, so please press the like button and don't forget to subscribe our channel. Thanks for watching this video.